Hi, welcome back to Abby's Magical Garden. My name is Abby and I'm so excited to spend the day with you today. How was your summer? Did you go anywhere fun? I did. Me and my family traveled to Ireland. Have you ever been there before? Well, let me show you where it is. We live in the United States in Massachusetts, which is right here. And we traveled all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to this island called Ireland. Have you ever been there before? Well, it's a very special place. Me and my family spent a lot of our time on the southeast coast of Ireland. It is such a magical place. There are mountains, forests, coastlines, and harbors. The salty air is refreshing and makes you feel like you're somewhere special. My favorite place to visit is Colligan Wood. It is this majestic wildwood filled with ancient moss-covered trees. If there's one place I wouldn't mind getting lost, it is here. Doesn't it sound just so magical? It got me thinking, how can we best support the wildlife in our local area? How do you like to help the animals in your own garden? Do you have any ideas? Well, I do. Abby's Magical Garden is a certified wildlife habitat. Do you know what that means? It's designed to help support the local wildlife like butterflies, bees, hummingbirds, and all kinds of animals. But how do we do that? Well, there are 5 main ways that we can help support the wildlife. Let me go show you how. So there are 5 main things that we need to provide our wildlife in our gardens. They are food, water, shelter, a place to raise their young, and of course we need to be a friend to the earth. So why don't we go explore the garden to make sure we can check off everything off our list. It's so important to care for the wildlife in our gardens. So I have my notebook, I have my pencil, I have my magnifying glass, and I'm ready to go. Do you have everything that you need? Great. Shout out if you can find anything on our list. The first thing that we're gonna look for is food. So we need at least 3 sources of food for our animals. It could be berries, seeds, fruit, nectar, or things from the garden. Ready to go? Aha! Seed heads! This is perfect! Do you remember when we were together last time we were talking about gathering seeds from our beautiful calendula flowers so that we could save them over winter, plant them in the spring, and then have beautiful flowers in the summer? Well, I am still going to gather some seeds over in the garden, but the majority of seeds I'm going to leave them for the wildlife. Especially as the weather gets colder and the less food sources are available, seed heads are perfect for the wildlife, especially the birds. And look at these, there's so many seeds on this Rebecca flower plant. Wow, that's wonderful. And let me tell you a really funny story. The other day, I was in the garden and I found a chipmunk scurrying up the sunflower plant, eating all of the sunflower seeds. Wow, what a delicious treat. And you know what else you can think about? In the fall, when you have your pumpkins out, leave them outside for the wildlife. Pumpkins are so delicious. They love eating all the seeds inside and all the outside of the pumpkins. Well, and speaking of flowers, look. They also provide a great source of nectar, especially for our flying friends like hummingbirds, bees, and butterflies. Great, okay, so we have seeds and nectar. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, look, another source of food, berries. While blueberries, blackberries, raspberries are so yummy, it's very, very important to always ask a grown-up before you eat any type of berry. Like pokeweed, this would make us really, really sick, but the birds love it. Look how beautifully purple these berries are. Aren't they so fun? But let's leave these berries just for the animals, okay? All right. Does anybody see anything else that we could use as a food source for animals? Did somebody say acorns? Yes, acorns are excellent. Look here, a pile of acorns. Squirrels and chipmunks love acorns. Do you know what an acorn is? It is a nut from the oak tree, and inside is a little seed. Do you know what's really funny? During the wintertime, the squirrels will gather all of their acorns and hide them so that they have something to eat. But sometimes they forget where they hid them. So come spring, a little sprouting acorn will turn into a great big oak tree. Wow, amazing! And speaking of food sources, let's talk about the garden. Yes, the garden! What a great source of food for the wildlife. The last time we were together, I talked about how I like to grow enough food for both my family and the wildlife that calls my garden home. Do you want to hear a really funny story? Well, when we were together last, we harvested our yummy orange carrots. Do you remember? Well, later that afternoon, I came back outside to harvest more carrots for dinner, but they were missing. Where did they go? Well, I asked my son James if he knew where they went, but he didn't know. I asked my dog Bradley if he knew where they went, but he didn't know. It was a mystery. The case of the missing carrots. So I had to become a detective. I looked at the garden bed, but all I could see were green frilly carrot tops and no orange carrots. So I sat at my window, I got my little lookers out and watched and watched. And then suddenly, hop, 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 a little bunny comes into the garden. Mystery solved. And I suspect that's who's been eating my lettuce. But that's okay. That's what the garden is here for. So, we have so many sources of food for our wildlife. We can check that off our list. Check. What's next? Yes, water. We need at least one source of water for our wildlife. Just like humans, animals also need water to drink and to bathe in. So let's go see what we can find. Oh, you know what? A good source of water would be a small pond, a fountain, or a bird bath. We have a fountain as well on our deck, but this bird bath is perfect. I love watching the animals splash and play in it. It is amazing, especially on those hot summer days. Okay, so check water. Next is shelter. We need to have at least 2 sources of shelter for our animals. It could be a rock pile, sticks, brush. So let's go see. If you find anything, shout it out. Oh yes, the rock wall. What a great area of shelter. I've seen so many chipmunks go in and out of this rock wall. They must love it as a source for shelter. And look, it is right next to this tree stump. A decaying tree is so important to the environment, especially for insects. And look, I made sure I put some soil inside and I planted some strawberry plants and seed them on top. That creates a nice protective cover for our wildlife. Excellent. Oh, and I remembered one other area of shelter that I want to show you. Welcome to my messy wildlife area. It surely is messy, isn't it? There's piles of rocks, there's bug hotels, there's leaves, there's sticks. Wow. You know, people love a tidy garden, but for animals, the messier, the better. And this surely is messy. Excellent. Okay, so we have enough areas of shelter for our animals. Check. Great. The next thing on our list is we need a place for animals to raise their babies. Aw, doesn't that sound so sweet? let's think, what could we use as a place for animals to raise their babies? Do you have any ideas? I do. What about a birdhouse? We have a birdhouse in our garden, and it's in the shape of an acorn. And you know what? It is right across from our bird bath, so it's perfect. I have a feeling there's another area that we can use where animals can raise their babies. What about this great big tree? We have so many trees in Abby's magical garden, and they're a great place for animals to build nests. So the next thing on our list, and the last thing we need to make sure, is that we be a friend to the earth. What are ways we could be friends to the earth? Do you have any ideas? Great suggestions. Yes, we can make sure we pick up trash that we see laying around. We could plant native plants and trees and flowers in our gardens that help the wildlife. We can make sure we don't use any chemicals that could potentially hurt the animals. And we can ask our grown-ups to maybe leave the grass a little long in the summer and messy leaf piles in the fall and the spring. All of those are great ideas that can help the earth. But it's important to remember, no matter how big or small you are, everybody could do something to be a friend to the earth. And I'm so excited that we were able to check everything off our list today, all 5 things. Thank you so much for your help. And you know what? I know that the birds and the bees and the butterflies and the foxes and the toads and the frogs and the deer and the squirrels and the chipmunks appreciate it too. It's so exciting to know that we're caring for our local wildlife. Okay, so now is time for today's special activity. Do you have any ideas of what we're gonna do? Well, today we are going to make a wildlife pond together so that you also can have a place in your garden to support the wildlife. Let's go. Today we are going to make our wildlife pond, and I have a very special guest with me, James. Hi James, thanks for joining us. So, what we need to do is to pick out our pond container. So, you can find something around the house, I'm sure. It could be a pot, a planter, it could be even a bowl or a tub. So, the most important thing to remember is to make sure it doesn't have any holes in the bottom, or else the water is going to come out and we want to keep it in. When designing your pond, it's also important to think about how animals can safely get in and out of the water. So to do this, I like to use sticks or even rocks. So James, what are you going to be using as your wildlife pond today?
Planter.
Yeah, that's a nice planter actually. What a great idea. Okay, and I am going to use this nice shallow bowl. So, why don't we start adding our rocks and things and designing our ponds, okay? All right, so would you like any rocks? Okay, feel free to take what you want. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Yours is very deep, isn't it? Okay. All right, I'm gonna make like a little ledge because I want insects and bees to be able to sit on a rock and also drink out of the pond. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. How's yours looking, James? Oh, it looks great. I love it. All right, are you gonna use any sticks? Okay, here's some sticks. Okay, I'm gonna take off some of the leaves here. That way they can sit on that. Okay, do you need any more? Yeah? Oh, wow. That looks great. Are you doing any more or are you good?
2 more.
2 more? Okay, go ahead. Oh, I love your pond. Wow, okay. So why don't we go place these in our wildlife area and we'll fill them up with water. Okay, let's pick ours up. Okay. Where are you gonna put yours, James? Oh, right by the rock wall, and I'm gonna put mine down over here. Oh, perfect. And what's great is that, unlike the bird bath, smaller insects and smaller animals can get to our ponds. So, James, should we add some water? Yeah? Okay. Ugh. Gonna help me? Ready? Oh, this is gonna be perfect, especially on those warm days. And it's important to also look out for your wildlife pond and make sure you keep nice clean water every now and then. Fill it back up. Okay, would you like to add water to yours too? So let's go over here. And James, I love where you placed your pond because it's right next to this big rock, so they can use that as like a stepping stone to get into your pond. Ah, excellent. Well, thank you so much for helping us today, James. That was great. And friends, how did your ponds turn out? I want to see some pictures. Wow. Okay, so why don't we go explore the garden and see what else we can find? Ready, James? Oh, look, friends, it's the birdhouse I was talking to you about. Isn't this great? Oh, the birds are gonna love it, and I love that it's in the shape of an acorn. Oh, excellent. Okay, well, I have a friend for you to meet. Are you ready to meet her? Let's go. Look, friends, look who I found exploring the garden. It is Ellie, the Earth Protector. Hi, Ellie, so nice to see you. Hi, Abby. Hi, friends, it's so nice to see you again. Well, Ellie, I have some exciting news. What's that, Abby? Well, our friend sent us some mail. Would you like to see it? Of course I do. Okay, so the first thing we got in our mailbag is this drawing from Danny B. Look at that. This is Danny's magical garden. Wow, it looks so wonderful. Just take a look at it. I can see all the flowers in his garden, and look, there's even a picture of Danny. Is that carrots I spot? Danny, do you have any sneaky bunnies in your garden too? I bet he does. Wow, Danny, that looks like such a beautiful, magical garden. Can I visit sometime? Wouldn't that be great? I'd love to visit too. And Danny, I love the way that you use colors to show how magical your garden is. It is beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Okay, so we got something else in our mail bag. What's that? Well, we got a letter from our friend Maddie H. Would you like me to read it? I would love you to. Okay, it says, my name is Maddie. I am 6 years old and I go to Warren School. I love to garden with my mom. This summer we grew cucumbers, tomatoes, and lots of flowers. My favorite flowers are the pink and yellow ones. My mom lets me pick as many as I like. I make flower necklaces with them. Maybe I can make a flower necklace for you sometime. My garden is magical because it makes me so happy. Maddie H. Oh, Maddie, I love how you use flowers to make necklaces. What a great idea. Maddie, that is a great idea. I would love a flower necklace from you. And hey, maybe we can make flower necklaces on an upcoming episode. Wouldn't that be so much fun? Yes, it would. Okay, well, we have one more thing in our mailbag. Let's see if I can find it. It is, actually, Ellie, it's a question for you. For me? Yes, it says, hi, Ellie. My name is Joshua, and I am 4 years old and live in Ashland, Massachusetts. I have a question for you. Why is your name Ellie the Earth Protector? Wow, Oh, Joshua, what a great question. Well, my name is Ellie, and I love protecting the earth. The earth is such a wonderful place to live. She gives us fresh air, clean water, beautiful trees, lots and lots of wonderful animals. And because of that, I want to do everything I can to help protect her so that other kids can also experience how amazing she is. Ellie, that was beautiful. And hey, do you think we should ask our friends if they want to be Earth Protectors with us? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, friends, would you like to be an Earth Protector with me and Ellie? They would? Yay! Oh, that's great news. Well, Ellie, thanks for coming to visit me and my friends. It's always nice to see you. It's great to see you again too, friends. I'll see you again next time. Bye! Wow, wasn't it wonderful seeing Ellie? Isn't she so much fun? I can't wait till we see her again next time. Well, get nice and cozy because it is story time. Today we are going to read A Planet Like Ours by Frank Murphy and Charnay Gordon, illustrated by Kayla Heron. A Planet Like Ours. There are hundreds and hundreds of billions of planets in the universe, maybe more, maybe too many to count, but there's only one planet like ours. And we need a planet like ours to nourish us, protect us, and give us life, a place to call home, our planet, our Earth. We don't always take care of our planet. Sometimes we take too much. Sometimes we are careless. We need to care for those who call Earth home. We must. If not us, then who? Our planet, our soil. It starts far beneath our feet. Under the ground, there is water. Groundwater supplies wells and springs with fresh water. It gives us the water we drink. It helps to grow our food. Pollution and chemicals can ruin our soil and our groundwater. Let's protect our soil. Our planet, our water. Earth is special. Water is everywhere. Without water, there would be no plants, no animals, no people. So we must take care of lakes, rivers, and oceans. Litter ends up in our waterways and seas, and plastic never goes away. Bit by bit, it all adds up. Let's protect our water. Our planet, our animals. From earthworms to elephants and bumblebee to bison, our planet is home to about 10 million different species, and they all work together to keep our ecosystem balanced. We're all connected. Taking care of creatures means taking care of their habitats. Let's protect all living things. Our planet, our trees. Our trees help keep the atmosphere cool. They grow branches that grow leaves that give us shade. Our trees grow roots that hold tight underground and prevent erosion. They give us foods like apples and oranges, pomegranates, and pecans. Trees are an important resource. They can grow from tiny seeds into giant towering trees. A tree can grow and grow and grow for hundreds of years. Let's protect our trees. If not us, then who? Our planet, our air. When our air gets polluted, it hurts all living things. We all need air to live. Earth's atmosphere needs clean air. Pollution comes from factories and energy power plants, cars and planes, chemicals and fumes from spray cans. But we can all help make a difference. Every little bit counts. Let's protect our air. Our planet, our people. Our cities, towns, and neighborhoods. Where else would we toss a ball together? Push a swing together? Splash in the ocean together? We build communities together, We learn new things together, and we make changes together. We need to care for each other. Let's protect our planet by protecting each other. Because remember, we all need a planet that nourishes and protects us, that gives us life. Our soil, our water, our animals and plants and trees, our air, our atmosphere, and each other. A planet just like ours. Wow, wasn't that a great book, friends? It gave me so many different ideas of how I can make a difference in this world. What do you love most about living on this planet? Well, that's it for today, friends. Thanks for visiting my magical garden. I love spending the time together. It's so special to me. Now, I want you to send in your pictures, drawings, videos, or letters of what's happening in your magical garden, or all about your wildlife pond. Or if you have a question for me or Ellie the Earth Protector, you can send them in too. Have a grown-up email me at hello@acornhillgardens.com, and we'll feature you in an upcoming episode. And hey, maybe after this, go outside with your grown-up and see what you can do in your own garden to help support the wildlife. Until next time, thanks for being my gardening friend. Thanks for visiting Abby's Magical Garden. I'll see you again soon.